The Little Mix versus Fifth Harmony debate has been going on since the fans became aware of both groups. From album sales to controversies, fans have been comparing these groups even after Fifth Harmony went on their hiatus. Today, we'll settle this debate once and for all. Who's Little Mix? Little Mix is one of the biggest girl bands in the UK, as well as the world. The group consists of 4 girls: Jade Thirlwall, Perry Edwards, Leanne Pinnock, and Jessie Nelson. Jessie, born on June 14, 1991, is the oldest Little Mix member, while Perry is the youngest, born July 10, 1993. The group rose to popularity back in 2011 after they won the X Factor, despite auditioning as solo artists. One member of the group, Jade, auditioned on X Factor twice before, once during Season 5 and then again during Season 7. The band was originally called Rhythmix, but they ran into some legal trouble and had to change their name to Little Mix. The truth was, at first, they absolutely hated that name, even claiming their career would be automatically over. After winning the X Factor, the group released their debut album called DNA just a year later. They were signed to Simon Cowell's label Psycho. DNA was a record-breaking album, making Little Mix the first group since the Pussycat Dolls to reach the US Top 5 with a debut album. Some of their most popular songs include Shout Out to My Ex, Black Magic, Little Me, Power, and many more. But before we look at their achievements and controversies, we have to talk about one of the group's biggest opponents, Fifth Harmony. Who's Fifth Harmony? Fifth Harmony was formed in 2012 during the second season of the American X Factor. The group consists of Ali Brooke, Normani Corday, Lauren Jaregui, Camila Cabello, and Dinah Jane Hansen. Ali Brooke is by far the oldest member, born on July 7, 1993. Dinah Jane Hansen is the youngest, born June 22, 1997. The girls all auditioned as solo artists before they were put together as a group. We can definitely see some similarities they share with Little Mix. Fifth Harmony faced multiple name changes and didn't really stick to a name until the X Factor semifinals. But unlike Little Mix, Fifth Harmony didn't win their X Factor season. They came in third, just like One Direction did during their season. The girls had a huge social media support from their fans, which encouraged Simon Cowell to sign them to his label. A year after X Factor, the band released their first EP called Better Together, before finally releasing their album Reflection a year after that. Some of their most popular songs include Work From Home, Worth It, That's My Girl, and of course, many more. Fifth Harmony remains to have one of the most intense fan bases ever, called the Harmonizers. Let's just say that many Harmonizers and Mixers often don't get along. If you're a part of the Twitter fandom on either side, you know that fans of either group experience endless jabs, a ton of shade, and even more controversy. But more about that later. Now let's check out what both these groups have accomplished, the band's biggest achievements. When it comes to awards, both Fifth Harmony and Little Mix are no strangers to snatching win after win, from winning almost every MTV award there is to winning a Kids' Choice Award after they announced their hiatus. Fifth Harmony is a household name in the US as well as around the world. Meanwhile, as a group, Little Mix is currently confined to winning multiple awards on the UK territory. These include several BBC Radio 1 Teen Awards, Brit Awards, and several more. When it comes to awards, it looks like Fifth Harmony is definitely in the lead considering their international impact. Record breaks. Both groups have made significant impact when it came to breaking records. For example, Fifth Harmony holds a record for becoming a first girl group to reach 1 billion views on a music video. The video in question is, of course, Work From Home, which as of January 13, 2019, features almost 2 billion views. Alongside, the music video for Worth It also holds way over 1 billion views, which is definitely impressive. Little Mix's most viewed music video is Black Magic, totaling at 490 million views. Even so, the British pop group holds records of their own. Their album Glory Days has spent more weeks on the UK Top 40 album charts than any other girl group in history. This means they even beat the Spice Girls, which is a huge accomplishment. Album sales. Another topic that frequently comes up in 5H and LM stan debates is album sales. Fifth Harmony's studio album sales play a huge part in the group's timeline of events. For example, example, the first album Reflection sold 155,000 units in the US. Second album, 727, sold 200,000 units in the US. However, after the second album, the most featured member of the group, Camila Cabello, decided to leave. This, combined with the group's uncertainty over the future and lack of support from their label, affected their third album. It's their self-titled album called Fifth Harmony, which only sold 93,000 units. So how does Little Mix measure up? Their first album, DNA, sold 442,000 units in the UK and 200,000 units in the US. Their second album, Salute, received slightly lower numbers with 387,000 units sold in the UK and 107,000 units in the US. By the third album, things have picked up, and the group sold 796,000 units in the UK, but only 63,450 units in the US. Their fourth, and arguably their fans' favorite album, Glory Days, sold more than 1 million units in the UK. Although the two bands are signed to the same label, there's a noticeable difference in album sales. Fans often argue that you just can't compare selling songs in the US and in the UK, but judging by Little Mix's numbers, their first two albums were quite close to Fifth Harmony's success. Both groups receive different levels of promotion, as Little Mix focuses mainly on the UK and Fifth Harmony's focus was on the US. It's precisely why the media and Little Mix themselves think that Fifth Harmony's hiatus could benefit the girls. So far, Little Mix's fifth album didn't quite manage to break the mold, despite having a Nicki Minaj feature on their Woman Like Me single. One of the reasons why both bands struggle, while also remaining relevant at the same time, is the amount of controversy that constantly follows them. Although Fifth Harmony is on an indefinite hiatus, many have pointed out that controversies and internal conflicts between members and the label have arguably contributed to the girls' downfall. Fifth Harmony's controversies and turmoil. Fifth Harmony's controversies began the moment the group was formed. It almost seemed that Demi Lovato predicted the future when she pointed to Camila after one of their X Factor performances and said she's the only member that shines on the stage.
But I feel like tonight there was only one person that shined.
It seemed that their label also went with Demi's message. Fans have complained that Camila was the most frequently featured member on almost every track. This issue carried on until she left the band. But the controversies really began after the X Factor. You see, the fans were convinced there was something happening between Camila Cabello and Lauren Jauregui. The two seemed to be very close friends back then, but fans have noticed a more intimate connection. After Lauren herself named their friendship Cameron, fans have become extremely intrusive and demanded to know whether the two were a couple. Despite the fact that Cameron rumors were denied by both, fans continued to create various theories about the potential relationship. The extreme shipping took a toll on Lauren, who was at that time battling with her sexuality. Lauren came out as bisexual in her open letter to Donald Trump, but in one of her interviews, she stated that the experience she's had during those early days in Fifth Harmony was traumatic for her. Before she came out, she just couldn't understand how people were able to see her sexuality when she herself couldn't, nor was ready to embrace at the time. Years later, the singer continues to share her indirect resentment of the fans who just can't seem to get over the fact that she and Camila are not a couple. The extreme shipping seemed to have taken a toll on Lauren and Camila's friendship, and over the years, the two drifted apart. But that was definitely not the last controversy that came from the band. Member Dinah Jane has gotten in trouble with harmonizers after posting many eyebrow-raising tweets. Many of them have now been deleted. However, fans have criticized Dinah for appropriating black culture by wearing cornrows. They've also demanded an apology after the singer defended her All Lives Matter tweet. But the controversy does not stop there. Speaking of Camila Cabello, some of the biggest rumors that surround the downfall of Fifth Harmony involve the popular singer. Things took a turn for the worst after the fandom learned Camila had an alleged fangirl account where she posted some not-so-nice comments. After it was revealed that the account belonged to her, Camila posted an apology, stating that she was young and immature at the time. But wait, it doesn't stop there. In January 2016, Twitter fandom got another shock after a group of hackers discovered alleged racist messages about Normani from Camila. Although the messages have not been confirmed to be real, it split the fandom in half. Whether the attention of those leaked messages was brought to the group is still unclear. However, around the same time the messages were leaked, Normani posted an indirect tweet. She stated that she feels bad for those who constantly have to explain and defend defend themselves. She concluded the message by adding, "It's about time that person does some reflecting." Many fans suspect that this was directed at Camila. The Fifth Harmony breakup rumors started flying way back in 2015 after Camila was asked whether the band would eventually split. She replied, "They all think it will because it's harder for manufactured bands to truly stay together." The group later posted an Instagram photo and calmed their fans down by saying they're not going anywhere. But fans still weren't convinced by Camila's comment about manufactured bands. Just a few days after that interview came out, Camila dropped her first solo project outside of the group. It was a song with Shawn Mendes called "I Know What You Did Last Summer." The song got millions of views and streams, and it was the first hint at how successful Camila might be as a solo artist. But it also created huge drama inside the fandom when it was revealed that Camila allegedly didn't even show her solo project to all group members. Just a month after the song dropped, Fifth Harmony posted a photo of themselves in the studio, this time without Camila. Again, rumors started to spread. In February of 2016, both Lauren and Normani gave interviews to different magazines. They revealed that Fifth Harmony doesn't really plan to stay together for decades because they have different dreams and aspirations. But Normani added that they have a lot of work to do and many more things to accomplish before they'll ever decide to split. One thing that stood out to the fandom was the interview in which the group shared a piece of advice given by Harry Styles. The group talked about the importance of communication and staying on the same page. Fans noticed Camila's disinterested expression, while Ali's facial expression seemed to have been throwing some unintentional shade. In April of 2016, the band attended a Britney Spears concert without Camila. Just a few days later, Camila revealed a photo with Diplo, hinting at an upcoming collab. It was later confirmed to be for the song "Know No Better." However, Camila once again defended her actions and stated she can do whatever she wants. At this point, the group seemed to have been pretending that everything is fine, even though it was clear that Camila was ready to make solo music. A few months later, the group won a few iHeartRadio awards, but what's confusing is that Camila also won 3 awards for her song with Shawn Mendes. August of 2016 was another milestone in Fifth Harmony's biggest controversies after Normani had an interview with Galore. She was asked to describe each member of Fifth Harmony. However, it appeared she struggled to find nice words about Camila before finally settling on quirky.
Very quirky.
That's when all hell broke loose. According to fans, Normani was throwing major shade at her bandmate, and Camila's fans weren't having any of it. Fans started posting hateful and racist messages on Normani's social media, forcing her to take a break. Camila defended Normani by revealing her love-only mantra. However, fans criticized her for never addressing Normani by her name in the message. Later on, Normani highlighted this moment as a crucial moment in her career that knocked down her confidence and made her realize she was one of the least popular members of the band. After that controversial moment, things were calm until Camila rushed off stage during one of their performances in September 2016. She didn't come back on, and it was later revealed she had too much anxiety. Just a few days later, Lauren broke down on stage and cried during one of the songs. A few days after that, the band canceled even more tour dates, and it seemed that everything was slowly falling apart. On October 16th, Camila revealed her record-breaking song with Machine Gun Kelly called "Bad Things." The band was rarely seen together, fueling even more breakup rumors. The 2016 Jingle Ball was Fifth Harmony's last performance as a band. A day after the performance, the band revealed that Camila Cabello left and informed the girls she was officially leaving via her representatives. That same day, Camila made her own statement, saying the Fifth Harmony account posted the statement without her knowing, and she did not intend to end things with the group the way it ended. This made it seem as if the group kicked her out without her knowledge. The group fired back, stating that they wanted to talk it out via group meetings and even therapy sessions. These were all allegedly ignored by Camila. Years later, in an interview with ET, Simon Cowell confirmed that Camila was the first one to inform him she wanted to go solo. He added that his company backed her up on that, which means Camila definitely intended to end things with the group that way. But it doesn't stop there. Fifth Harmony continued without Camila for another year. They produced their final album, however, it was clear the members felt uninspired and unsupported by their label. While the album finally had equal solo distribution, something just didn't feel right. For years, Lauren Jareggi made several claims stating that they weren't being treated the way they should have been. Eventually, the group hired a lawyer who drafted a new contract for Fifth Harmony right before the third album dropped. Allegedly, this contract was their one-way ticket out. While all girls released solo projects while being in the group, it was Normani who managed to be a part of the record-breaking hit Love Lies with Khalid. On March 18, 2018, a Twitter account, Popcrave, was the first one to report that the band was going on an indefinite hiatus. A day later, the band confirmed the rumor and stated they will finish their last tour before breaking up. Needless to say, fans have still not recovered. All 5 girls are now solo artists, and we have a feeling a tell-all will soon reveal the rest of the drama that went on in the group. Phew, that one was a doozy and a half. But for now, we're jumping right into Little Mix's controversies and their own breakup rumors next. First of all, despite the fandom wars, Little Mix and Fifth Harmony have always gotten along and even hoped for a collab. Unfortunately, that never happened. But what did happen were plenty of rumors and raised eyebrows from Little Mix's Twitter standum. Although the unfair distribution of lines is a long debate when it comes to Fifth Harmony, Little Mix never had these issues. The group might occasionally highlight one singer in a particular song, but they all seem to be equally important and appreciated. Fifth Harmony's breakup rumors made the public worry about Little Mix. Although the girls definitely don't seem to have any internal issues or solo projects, they do seem to have an ongoing feud with the media. Seriously, the media is convinced they're gonna break up because of Fifth Harmony's own downfall. That's a bit unfair, isn't it? Not unlike some of Fifth Harmony's members, Twitter fans have noticed the problematic behavior of 2 particular Little Mix members. It's Perry and Jessie. While fans have accused Perry of appropriating culture with cornrows in the past, Jessie's behavior is constantly under the microscope. In one of the more recent examples, fans have accused Jessie of standing by R. Kelly's side after she sang one of his songs just days after the controversial R. Kelly documentary. And just like Fifth Harmony, some mixers seem to ship several Little Mix members and suggest they might be dating. However, the ships are far less intrusive and damaging than what happened in Fifth Harmony. Little Mix also came under fire after stating that they are too intimidating to be sexually assaulted by men. This rubbed several people the wrong way, especially since they have previously stated they were told to flirt with American executives. The girls even got in a feud with UK's Piers Morgan, who accused them of not being good role models because of how they dress. It was all because Jessie called him a slightly inappropriate word on live radio. The breakup rumors were shut down by the group multiple times, and fans continued to worry that they might never be able to break America and make it big globally. The girls also squashed the breakup rumors on their new album with their song Wasabi. Right before LM5 was dropped, Little Mix revealed they dropped their label. That's right, as of November 2018, the girls are no longer under Simon Cowell's label. As of November 2018, the girls have signed with RCA. Although fans have hoped that the new album will be their big American breakthrough, the label split and the album sales seemed to have put this on hold. So, what can Little Mix learn from Fifth Harmony that will make them thrive? It's something we can all learn, the importance of communication skills. By the looks of it, Fifth Harmony's bond seemed to have disappeared the moment Camila released a solo song. It was a combination of jealousy, mistreatment, and the actual desire to do their own things that made the band fall apart. So Little Mix is already one step ahead by having a healthier band image. Although breakup rumors are a thing, the group is always together. Not one member of Little Mix has yet accepted to do a solo project, which means they're aware how this might affect the group. Furthermore, Little Mix works with a smaller territory. Harmonizers have always argued that the UK is easier to win due to its smaller size compared to the USA. But could Little Mix reign over the USA now that Fifth Harmony is over with? All signs seem to point in that direction. Another advantage Little Mix has over Fifth Harmony is K-pop. It might seem silly, but in the age where K-pop is thriving, it's clear that collabs with Western artists will happen. For example, Little Mix expressed their wish to collab with the popular K-pop group Blackpink. As K-pop is popular in the US, this would allow Little Mix to break through America even more. What Little Mix really needs is the faith from their label. The recent switch from Psycho to RCA could give the band the boost they need to make it globally. Although their 5th album received very little promotion and band had a much smaller impact than others, all hope is not lost. That said, one area where Fifth Harmony had more control than Little Mix was social media. While Little Mix band members do have individual Instagram pages, it appears that their social media lacks Fifth Harmony's appeal. Original harmonizers will remember that one of the best ways to talk to Fifth Harmony was actually through Twitter. Little Mix seems to have skipped this interaction as they only stick to communicating through their main Twitter account. Fans have frequently expressed that they wish the girls would be more involved with the fandom. However, by sticking only to Instagram, Little Mix is avoiding the drama that often comes with indirect and sometimes unintentionally indirect messages. So, what's our verdict? We think Little Mix can definitely thrive over the fall of Fifth Harmony. That is, if their new label treats them right and gives them the platform the queens deserve to have. That's all for Little Mix versus Fifth Harmony. What do you think? Can Little Mix really come out on top? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to TheTalko.